All right, let's go ahead and do sound check for you.
Check. Want me to stay about this far away?
Yeah, you're good.
Fine right there.
Cool.
I want to peek it.
What's that?
I don't want to peek it or nothing.
Oh,
1, 2, check, peek,
You're
peek,
good.
peek.
You're good.
Cool.
Awesome. All right, here we go.
Cool.
Welcome back to another live and amplified Indie Fusion podcast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and we are here at Jam down by the river at Mountain Breeze Campgrounds. Year 4 or year 5, year 3, maths, something. We're year 5 of Jam down by the river, day 3. That's what it was.
Day 3.
We got Dustin Brown joining us. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, man. It's Saturday, so.
Yeah. I mean,
it's going great. Yeah, my brains are scrambled, but yeah.
You look upright, so I mean.
Yeah, I feel pretty good today. Yesterday I was hurting.
Oh.
Did the Thursday night jams a little too late. And,
yeah.
And that was my night to party, I guess. But
Fair.
tonight, last night I got some sleep and.
Fair.
Everything's running smoothly today, so there's not a whole lot of stress.
Fair. It's really cool though. It's to kind of see how everything is kind of grown. Even when I started coming here in 2022, just seeing all the growth here has been really cool. So,
yeah, I mean, last night, that's what I was just telling them on the back deck. It's like the deck was covered with people,
yeah.
The backstage was covered with people, the whole crowd was full.
Yeah.
The jam circle had like 70 people at it afterwards, and then other people were just all around the campground. It's pretty cool, man. It's really feels good to see it really doing something.
Yeah.
So,
and I have a feeling it was a lot of people that came here for the day, or they came here for like the Friday, Saturday, or what was it? Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday? I don't remember.
Yeah, we offered like a Friday, Saturday ticket, and then day passes are good for any day. So, yeah. A lot of people like John Fulbright, so I think we had some extras just for him. So,
yeah, it's cool though. Like, I mean,
he put on a hell of a show.
Oh, it was. I was down on the back deck over here during the first part of his set, and I got a text from somebody saying, "Hey, I can do the podcast right now." I was like, "Okay."
Like right now?
It's like, okay, let's do it. Like, be 20 minutes. John Fulbright's going to play for at least an hour, so like if I miss 20 minutes of his set, shit, but cool. it's whatever. And then I walked out and like I saw a whole bunch of dudes and people just crying on the back deck, like having this like very emotional cathartic moment, and I'm like, I missed it. I missed it all. And then he really started getting into his like sad songs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay then.
Right.
I don't know what I missed, but apparently I missed something. So.
Yeah, he started just connecting the whole time. Yeah, and it just I was one of them. I was trying hard not to.
I saw you sitting in the front row. I saw you down there.
Yeah, it's like a lot of times I get so busy. It's like I don't even get to watch the shows and I miss everybody just running around and stuff. And I was like, I just got to remind myself sometimes, like, no, it'll figure itself out, and I got people in place. So like, that's what they're here for. And I was like, I'm going to sit down and watch this show, man. I was so happy I did. It was really good.
And I mean, even when you do have those people in place, sometimes you're just so damn busy that it's like, I don't get to pay attention to anything, It's like, I get it.
Yeah, because your mind is in other places. But right when once he started singing and connecting, all that kind of melted away, which is really cool.
That's cool. So how you feeling? We're day 3, obviously. I feel like a lot of the musicians are feeling really rough today because I mean, it's, what is it, 3 o'clock, right? Almost 3 o'clock right now.
No, they still haven't crawled out of their
And there's some musicians just now crawling out of bed, and it's like, boy, okay, you guys are either age is catching up or y'all went a little too hard last night.
Or it's day 2 of like, I did 4 o'clock the first night, did 3 o'clock last night. They meaning, the majority of them have done 6 and 7 o'clock the past 2 nights. Yeah. 7 a.m. that is, folks, if you're listening. Like, I don't recommend it, but so it's funny, Thursday, like our morning shows, it's elbow to elbow, and it's like each day we've gone, like the morning shows have gotten a little, because they're all more and more hungover.
Well, actually, today's was really good. Like it
got good at a point,
Yeah, it was really good. And
it had me nervous when I first walked in there. I was like, oh, man.
Well, when they were doing the open mic and Kevin was playing to me, his girlfriend, and the sound guy, and like I think maybe Billy Hartman had been there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I was here, and then I walked out too because I had to go.
And it was just like, we got you, don't worry about it. And then people, as he started playing, people started walking in, and
that's kind of what it takes sometimes. Like right now, Billy played last night.
Yeah.
That was like his official set, and it just worked out and it'd fill holes. Like, we'll just play again today.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. He's kind of right now. He's kind of the I don't know. He's like the cowbell. He's calling them home. So hopefully they'll hear him ringing out through the canyon, start getting down here, and then we got Mary Charlotte after that, and then the day commences. So they're starting to filter in. I think they can hear him. I told Thomas, I'm like, turn it up so we can get that's maybe that backfired on us. We blew that horn, so gotta get that figured out. But
I feel that. And then luckily the rain wasn't too big of an inconvenience. It was slightly an inconvenience yesterday, but
it was more of just a worry. Like it just sprinkled and rained just enough yesterday to like freak me out. I was like, oh no, because we've knock on wood.
Yeah.
Hope y'all can hear that. Sorry,
all the wood knocked
I hope you don't have to
down.
edit that out too bad. But dude, we've made it without a rain out, through all these years.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was like, man, this might be the year. But I'll also say, I don't know if I've been too upset if we all had to get elbow to elbow in this small little bar space while John Fulbright played, in the corner there. Like, I don't know if I'd be too
I would have
upset.
voluntarily broke all this gear down real quick.
We were talking like we'll stack the tables and push the pool table. Like we could probably get 150 people in here.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the fire marshal doesn't know about it.
Let's see. There's got to be a capacity sign somewhere.
Probably.
I bet we're okay.
Yeah, fair enough. So, no, it's been a really good festival, and I know it's a lot on you throughout the year, but everybody has been telling me all the good things, and they don't know how you do it.
I'm not really sure how I do it either, to be honest with you.
I'm sure every year it gets harder and harder, but easier and easier at the same time.
Yeah. Get the right people in place, and also everybody just understanding the flow. So even if I don't have the crew to do it, it's like there's other artists kind of like taking the new people under their arm and at least pointing them in the right direction and stuff like that. And,
absolutely.
And then too, just like not only that, but the flow of how all the stages work, and we have fans now that have been returning, year over year, and they all know what to do. So that's. I remember that was the thing, like the first couple of years, like half my time was just running around like, well, here's this, here's that, here's you to like do an interview, here's this, here's that, and like, giving a tour to like all day long to all the people arriving and stuff. And now it's like, it's kind of cool to just walk away and I come back and it's like, oh, it's all just happening.
Yeah. I mean, look, that first year was a little hard to kind of like, okay, I'm going to just throw my stuff down because it's never, like I've always been told anytime I go to a festival, just set your stuff down, set up wherever you got to set up and go, And that's always kind of a hard thing to comprehend where it's like, you mean I just set up wherever I want to set up? And they're like, yeah, security ain't going to bother you. Like nobody's going to bother you. Go do what you got to do. And I'm like, okay. And
I'll take it.
every year, like this is a little bit different because I feel like it's all my friends here, so it's really not that big of a deal. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I guess the big question is, will there be a year 6?
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I hope in some capacity at least, right?
Yeah.
I feel that. The silence.
Probably so.
Yeah.
There'll be some form of it, even if that's just, everybody just hanging out around a campfire.
Yeah.
For a couple of days. There'll be some form of it.
I dream of the day that it's just like you get a bunch of people that are been around this block for a while that they all just kind of hit it big. It's like, here's a bunch of money. Like, let's do this.
Yeah, money and like get one of these production crews that once again, also like you said, been doing it for a long time. Come in and somebody that can help us out there too, and just take all the, One day I want to, my dream would be to be doing this thing and actually like just walking around being the mayor kind of thing instead of being the mayor and being the sound guy and being the lighting guy and being the,
just you're signing off the checks and there you go.
So but I hope too maybe that day comes that there's some enough money being made that we can hire all those folks and have people interested and it grows and gets big and all that and
absolutely.
I mean, I'm still having fun, but
it's just one of those things where it's like the magic's still there and like it's it's very special, but it's like it's a lot to ask for.
It's an undertaking, and it doesn't have to. That's what I mean by it doesn't have to go away. I just have to change the way I do things,
even if it's like a one night thing. So.
We've thrown around the idea of making it like more like a songwriter retreat where like the Thursday, Friday is just hanging out and playing and singing. around the fire, and then like Saturday do a big production day.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just one day of production stages and all. You know, all that stuff adds up.
Yeah.
Got your headliners for multiple nights. That adds up.
Yeah.
But
do you feel like you grew too much too quickly, or
no?
You think you kind of paced it out right and just
no? That's paced out. I mean, really, yeah. I need more growth. You know, for the finest. I probably went too big past couple of years, like putting it all in black kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, with the. But I don't regret it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like we've had these crazy awesome lineups the past 2 years, and so yeah, kind of the opposite thing. You know, I went for that, hoping that all right, maybe we'll catch fire quicker. You know,
Yeah.
But what I've noticed, especially this year, is that really we've just had this consistent growth, and like all the people that are here that have been coming, I really don't think like the headliners matter all that much to them. I mean, they matter, but
Yeah.
like from what I've been gathering, people like they're fans of the festival now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we have to go back to a lineup that's just all of us local and regional people,
Yeah.
I think all the people here are still going to come to that.
Yeah.
They, you know, because these folks are also, you know, like Billy Hartman there in the background. You know,
Yeah.
they're desirable to go watch too, and that's what that's the cool thing you mentioned a second ago is like that day will come. I think too. There's gonna be a lot of people in this group that
Yeah.
10 years from now are gonna be the big deals kind
Yeah.
of thing in Texas anyway. And, yeah, it makes me happy and proud.
Yeah.
But,
and like I mean, we just got to keep the boat afloat long enough to get there.
yeah, and like I said, it's just on me. Just got to reel it back a little bit on the financial side. But as far as we're over getting dark. But yeah, as far as the time, every year's gotten more fun. It's gotten bigger. It's like the event's great. Yeah, you and me are probably going down that rabbit hole road of me with this financial stuff, trying to get this thing figured out.
Yeah.
But that day could come too. Get the right sponsors in, and
And I mean, this year's a weird year because it's not to get political, but it's a political year.
And end of the quarter, a little bit of economic stuff. So then budgets might not be able to, because we were in talks with a lot of people, and it seemed like it simmered out. But that's a talk for another day. But
yeah, for sure.
we'll still do it. I mean, whether it's here at Mountain Breeze or somewhere, they're always willing to welcome us in, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll probably do it again.
Cool. I appreciate it. It was so funny because like I came in, like when I took Wednesday off of work because I didn't read the actual days on the dates, and I just automatically assumed it was Wednesday to Sunday, and I was just like, okay, Wednesday to Sunday, and then I started noticing, I was like, wait a minute, there's only 4 dates here. We only doing Wednesday to Saturday now, and then I started realizing, I think you had told me, no, we're doing Thursday to Sunday, and I'm like, huh, okay, whatever. And then I still kept my day off on Wednesday, just as kind of like a prep day or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And I was nervous. I don't know why I was nervous about coming down here again. I was just like, I don't know. Something just feels different. And then Thursday came, and it was just like, I don't know, something feels a little off right now. I can't quite figure it out. And then once the music kicked off, it was just like, oh, okay, no, I'm just in my head too much. Like, it's fine. You're fine. So, yeah.
Well, that's what, we've talked all throughout the year privately and stuff about all the, what it takes to do this and everything and how, grim that can be sometimes. But then, by even Wednesday, had people here setting up, and we started jamming on Wednesday and just picking around a fire, and hell, I played more songs Wednesday around the fire than because now I'm getting more tired and whatnot, and it was just a small group of us, and in that moment I'm like, it's all that melts away.
Yeah, for sure.
Worry about all that later on, kind of deal.
For sure. So how's your music going?
It's good, man. We play tonight at 6. We're gonna play the whole new album, and then do a throwback one, do a fun psychedelic one. But we're gonna play this whole new album, which is like pure songwriter Americana, but with the full band. Whereas in the past, my full band stuff, we were really more of like a psych rock band.
Yeah, fair enough.
with a folk singer songwriter in front of them. Now it's like we've kind of dialed that all in. So.
Yeah. Are you gonna bring Presley Hale up?
I'm not doing that song.
No.
We'll probably, maybe if they stick around, we'll do that one by the campfire.
Okay.
But no, a gal that sang on this album, she played yesterday, Rachel Cole.
Yep.
She's she's gonna come do basically her parts like she did on the album live with us tonight, and then we'll have Jordan's gonna sit in and do a guest spot on the guitar. So
that's cool.
we're gonna have fun with it.
Nice.
But no, you have to maybe hear me and Presley around the campfire or something.
Okay. Well, that's assuming I make it to the campfire.
Yeah.
I've not made it to the campfire.
You gotta
yet.
make it, man. You gotta make it.
It's one of those things when I know I've got to be up and going at 9 o'clock in the morning, like ready to go to do the podcast, because if I want to try and get somebody early, it's like I really only have a short window in there.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just kind of whatever. It's, you know.
Well, tonight's the night, man.
Yeah.
Go for it tonight.
Right. Oh, I went for it last night. I don't know why.
That's what happened to all my beers back there.
No. I was.
It's teasing. It's teasing.
It's all good.
Everybody was last night was I always forget just how fat, like especially Friday, Saturday with all the artists here, because you know it's artists, media, all you guys we have our beer back there for them, and man, just like restocking it over and over and over, and like I restocked it, like 15 minutes later I walked up and it was just like damn near empty again. I'm like, jeez, man, like especially like through like there was like Pendulum Hearts were here, Gus Clark, like that crew, like all those guys are back here hanging and stuff. I was hanging with them too, taking a few shots and stuff, and then. Yeah, it's like the restock just disappeared.
Yeah,
it's
that was the kicker. It's like the people that just sit there and hang out, and it's just like,
oh yeah,
like
that's so cool.
I'll walk back there and just kind of grab a beer, and I don't know who's sitting back there, and it's just like, yeah, I'm just grabbing a beer. It's like, okay, cool, and then I walk away and call it a day. And
no, it's really cool. We had the whole green room's full. We had the deck was full.
Yeah, that deck.
It's just like there's people everywhere, man. I really. It was a good feeling, man. It was really cool.
Like, if you ever want the feeling of an amphitheater, last night's John Fulbright show is about as close to an amphitheater setting as you're gonna get. Like everybody around you, 360. You know, like old school, like Greek Roman times. You're in the Colosseum or whatever.
Well, that's what, you know, people have suggested me to move it up here to the flats, or even just to turn the stage. I'm like. It's just not the same for me. It's like I want it facing the water, and it makes that little area in front pretty small, but it's that fan shape, and like I mean, you could still get 300 or 400 in there, elbow to elbow kind of thing. Maybe not sitting in chairs, but standing. But as it is right now, you have all those people there. You have the people on the edges. You have us on the deck, and whoever's playing is in kind of the epicenter of just like people. It's really really cool.
I've been kind of torn on the setup for like the morning acoustic stuff in here. It's like. Kind of like the idea of what you're gonna do tomorrow, putting them out there. I mean, it's a little bit of a weird setup, but I think it'd flow a little bit better.
Yeah. And we might keep it in here, but the idea behind that tomorrow was, because people are gonna be coming and going, packing up, so want music projecting out there too.
Oh yeah, and just to kind of, because I feel like a lot of the music in here kind of gets muffled, and like people don't realize like, oh crap, there's music going on in here.
Yeah, I guess we should add a little outdoor speaker. That'd help with that. But it's just definitely people are like, if they haven't been here and they haven't checked the schedule, they're like, oh crap, they're in here. But
for sure. So
whereas tomorrow it'll be like right in their face, and while they're checking in, checking out, all that kind of stuff.
Everybody wake up, let's go.
Yeah, basically.
11 a.m. Right? I think it kicks off.
That's what we were just talking about that a minute ago. Is like we're gonna have to make up some kind of like. Some kind of call, for, as we were just talking about, like everyone's still sleeping and stuff. We're going to have to make up some like blowhorn sound or something that we blast every morning. Like, all right, wake up.
You're going to have to go old school. Get the dinner bell.
There we go.
Or was it the triangle or whatever?
Like cowbell triangle,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, call them in.
Awesome. Well, I said 15 minutes and we went 20, so
that's all right.
That's what it is.
Enjoying talking to you and sitting down, man.
Yeah, man. We'll have to do it again. Always.
Yeah, I always appreciate you coming out here, man.
You're still down in Bastrop for now, or?
Yeah. Just doing the work thing down there, but living in Fort Worth. I claim Fort Worth currently. Nice. So
cool.
But yeah, dude, really appreciate you coming out and doing this, dude. I was glad you're out here.
It's good times. Good times.
Yeah, one day when we're all big and all that, we're gonna be doing the same thing, dude.
Yeah,
glad you're here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Social medias, real quick.
For the festival, it's In a Jam Down by the River website and socials, and then for my music, it's DustinBrownSongs.com, and all the socials is that as well. And then find my music, it's just Dustin Brown. Like Songs is not my last name.
Fair, very fair.
There's just a lot of Dustin Browns on Instagram that I had to get around. So but thank you, Tom.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all later. Cool, man. Thank you.